Hey everyone, here we have Dan. Dan, how'd you do today?
I went X1, top 3.
Yeah, you came third.
Pretty dope.
What did you play today?
I'm playing Kashtira because I didn't have time to build a deck.
Cash
And,
Fest deck.
Yeah, shout out to Blake for making the list, and shout out to Angus for sending me a list, and shout out to Patrick for putting all the cards because I don't really play this deck. Yeah. that's
Great,
about it.
let's get into it then.
Awesome. So to start off, you're playing 2 unicorn because
Yes.
it's semi now.
Mm-hmm.
Best card, you want to see it all the time, even though it's just 2, but you know, it's just too good. Such buffs, such theosis, pretty much that. 3 Fenrir, nothing much to say there. Such a writer, such unicorn, such whatever your missing pieces is. I'm playing 3 Riser. So normal people just play this for one of the tournaments, Kashtira tournaments, but I don't think that's like do enough. I prefer seeing more Riser in my hand than a random tournaments Kashtira. One of these Scarecrow Kashtira, you don't need more than one of these because it's searchable, and it's also like a negate. When you enter battle phase, you negate Zeus, you negate like most of the things. Force Fuel Spell, because you want to see a Fuel Spell. This deck is very mid. It breaks all the time. So you want to see, you want to maximize all the good cards. You want to see most of the Fuel Spell. You want to see most of the monsters. Because if you don't, then you'll be in a very tough spot. And then we play 3 Ash targets. Yeah, people Ash it all the time. So I'm having a very hard time today resolving this card. But again, you want to see this because this is pretty much what makes the deck like consistent. Especially when now a monster with a different attributes, and yeah, you go from there. You have Perf. Card should be banned. I don't know why I didn't ban this. Card is good, especially when back monster. It goes in the grind game. It allows you extend. It does everything. You see buff, you're in a good spot. Big Bang, cause well you banish this off the Riser most of the time, and you only play one because you don't want to prick on it. And sometimes it's also good if you see it in your hand. It's not, then that's fine, not too big of a problem. You banish this off Riser, you special now one of the monster from the Riser or Sharingla to make like more destruction, more banishes. For non-ancient cards, I play 3 parts because well you might want you want to dig out the missing pieces. I don't play Part of Desires because I'm rich. Playing Part of Prosperity makes you access to more of your non-ancient cards, like when you're going seconds, like Lightning Storm, Evenly, Dark Ruler more, stuff like that. 3 of this, because it's pretty tough when you Riser get like book, or like when you get Dark Ruler more, but stuff like that. So playing this allow you to avoid those stuff. This is pretty standard right now, so if you don't play this, I don't know what happened to you. 3 talents. It's kind of a brick, yes, of course. But if you get Ash on the Fuel Spell and you have nothing else, draw 2 so it's always good. This is also one reason why we don't play Part of Desire, because you already have like Part of Prosperity and you already have a draw 2 here. It's also good when you come up when you play against like a mirror match. You look at the hand, you rip a card, or you steal one of the XYZ monster, you steal a Riser, and you make another Zeus on your own. Pretty dope. Crack cards, yes. Shout out to Blake and Angus. Blizzard is pretty much what makes the deck unstoppable. You Blizzard the triple tactics, you Blizzard the Dark Armor, you pretty much Blizzard everything that looks like a spell.
And then when you blizzard it, if you have a Riser, it goes to
It goes to the graveyard. Yes, it banishes instead of going back to the hand. Correct. Oh, Pokemon. Nothing but to say there. You book everything that you see. You playing a mirror match. You book the summon. You book the negates. You bait out a bunch of disruptions, stuff like that. Pretty dope. I don't play it instead of Book of Eclipse because Book of Eclipse get Ash easily, but this one it doesn't get Ash. So pretty dope. 3 Ash because it's generic. You want to stop brand divisions. You want to stop most of the terms. You stop many things. Shifter, please ban this. This is disgusting. For extra deck, Zeus, because you're making Zeus a lot of times. There are times I make Zeus on top of the Zeus, which is very funny. But that also comes up sometimes. I would consider playing 3 of this, but who knows? This is not my list though. One of this because it's at 1. I'll play 2 if I could, but it's like 1. It's kind of ass. It's a microcosmos, but it just dies into patriotic talents. It dies to many cards, so it doesn't really like like playing this. But it's good. 2 sharding left, cause I usually banish one of the prosperity because when I know that my opponent is not playing nip, I could just like make one on the top and make the full combo and then lock every zone, and that's fine. So you don't really need you don't really need to most of the time, but if you could make it, that'd be fine. The F0 package, I didn't make it today because I don't know how to explain this. So I guess Blake or like Angus in the comment would explain it better than me. But this is, in theory, you can make this off because you play a bunch of rank 7s. So you make a bunch of negates and then you steal the monster, which is good. But like I said, I didn't really make this today, and because I don't think I really needed it. And I always banish this off the prosperity because you don't really need much things when you have a lock zone and then you have a microcosmos on the field, so that's fine. 2 big guys, you need 2 because you need one for the prosperity targets and one just to steal the monsters, Zeus, stuff like that. Pretty dope. Dark arm because you need a pop sometimes. You pop the skill drain. Well, you don't pop the skill drain. You pop some floodgate. You pop some stuff. Yeah, pretty decent.
Burn.
Dragosack. It's Dragosack. You summon 2 tokens. Triple 1, pop 1. Bunch of non-really engines. This is pretty much banish of prosperity, just that you get attached to the arrested layer. This is when you get triple static. This is when you draw triple static and you take a monster and then you try to like out one of their stuff on the field. So in theory it's that, but I will banish this way of prosperity because why not.
And then
Baron, because it's generics. You special summon the monster and you know what's on the level 3, like the ashes, and then you make Baron if your hand is really bricky. That's all extra. For the side deck, I play Dark Lord because playing against Light Twin Sprite Runic, that's very headache to deal with. So just drop this on the field and laugh, and then you make Zeus, and then you grab the board, and then you laugh again. Pretty dope. Back row haters. Yeah, if they there's not many labyrinth players in our locals, but I still have to respect the back rows. So playing these 3 is enough, including with this as well. But most of the time you can just wipe the board if you're playing against mirror match, or like if you're playing any route decks. This should be enough to get rid of the back rows, like get rid of a bunch of skill trains, floodgates, stuff like that. This in theory it does the same thing as this, but better. So back row removal. Then some going first card because Judgment is just good in general. You Judgment one of their special monsters. You're playing against any of the door decks, you Judgment their boss monster, you in a good spot. And then you have buff for follow up, so. And you play Bell because Labyrinth in general. And Mad Max, Super Factorial, literally 8 touch the graveyards. So you activate this, you're in a good spot. And this is also a 2 no level 3, so you can also make Baron in theory. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
okay, well, thank you, Dan. Congrats on getting third.
Alright.